Welcome back to the Steve Malzberg Show. I'm Dennis Michael Lynch filling in for Steve. Burning up the internet right now is a story out of New Jersey. The Jersey City Board of Education voted last week not to close schools for an upcoming Muslim holiday. That ruffled some feathers with the Muslim community. Listen to this.
Notice for this upcoming holiday is going to cause undue hardship on possibly 5,000 or 10,000 people who are going to have to scramble to get coverage for their children.
We're no longer the minority. That's clear from tonight. We're going to be the majority soon.
They're going to be the majority soon, and she's not lying. I'm joined by my panel. They are Elura Nanos, attorney and author of How to Talk to Your Lawyer, a book I desperately need to read, and Adam Thompson, another lawyer. And he is just powerful, this guy. All right, Adam. Tell me right now, was it a good idea to close the school, keep it open? What should we do?
They should absolutely not close the school. I think that's outrageous. This is the problem we have right now, Dennis. We have very little separation of church and state almost across the board in everything we do. I don't think schools should be closed for religious holidays. They don't close schools now for Jewish holidays. Why would we close them for Muslim holidays? But on the flip side, we close for Easter, we close for Christmas. You know, you create situations like this when religion becomes intertangled in our everyday lives and there's not that separation that there needs to be. That's what the problem is. I wish we would keep all religion out of all public school institutions and leave it like that, period.
Elura?
I mean, there is some truth to what Adam is saying, which is we've already decided to close for Christmas and Easter. So at that point, all religions really do need to be treated fairly. And if we just separated it and we said we don't close for anything, that would certainly make things a lot more simple. However, given that so many people celebrate holidays like Christmas, like Rosh Hashanah, like Easter, that is why on a local level school boards are able to make these kind of determinations based on what their population needs. So I see no problem with the request here from the Muslim community that the school is closed on a day that many people within that district are going to celebrate. And it's something that needs to be left up to the local school districts to see what would really work for their community. And this district said the city council supported it, and they probably will close in future years. It sounded like they just didn't have enough notice for this year.
You know what I have a problem with? If you're going to come to America, you got to come here and you want to be able to embrace what we do here in America. We have been closing schools for Christmas for the longest time. We have called it a Christmas tree. I do not want to even hear anybody tell me we have to call it a holiday tree. That's coming next, okay? And this woman said something. She said, we are soon to be the majority. And it's true. It's because right now America has this big, huge vacuum over the Middle East, especially with all these Syrian refugees, and they're coming here. Is this good for America, or is it bad for America, Laura?
It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. What it matters is that's America. We have immigrants here. This is a nation of immigrants. So to always look at the most recent immigrants and say we hate them the most, we're going to give them the least rights and the least respect because they weren't here before. And they weren't doing it like the white Christians who came 200 years ago. That's just...
Come on, Elura. If I were to go right now to the Middle East and move to the Middle East and try to put up my Christmas tree on December 25th, I would probably be, I don't know, hung.
But we don't do things in America the way they're done in the Middle East. We don't do things like they do in any other country. This is a special country where we afford religious liberties to everyone. And if we're going to hold ourselves up as being the bastion of freedom and equality, then we're going to just have to act like it, aren't we?
Adam, weigh in.
Well, this is what the problem is. You guys have both proven my point. The statement you make, Dennis, is that the Muslims will be the majority soon, with an echo in the background saying maybe one day we'll be subjected to the rules of their religion and they'll control how we do things, and we don't want that. Right, so if we don't want that, why would they want that? You know, by invoking religion into these areas of our life, it always is going to lead to debates like this where some groups think they're treated unfairly and the majority here in the United States, we celebrate Christmas, Easter, all them, they're getting a preference because the schools are closed and no one ever has to debate that. But if you're from other religious groups, you may feel left out or excluded because your religious holidays aren't treated the same way. It just leads to trouble. We need to separate this and all move on. Things would be a lot better.
Yeah, it's coming. No more Christmas carols at school. I know it's coming. It's coming. Look, we only have 30 seconds left. I want to hear quick from both of you. We politicizing the Pope coming to America?
I'll jump in first, definitely. Look, he's meeting in the White House. They're taking him to Congress, and mark my words, everything he's going to say on stage during that presentation is going to be supporting the Democratic positions for this upcoming election to push an agenda. It doesn't get more politicized than that.
Laura, you got 10 seconds, kiddo.
Yep, that's sort of laughable since the GOP is having a Who Loves Jesus Best contest. And it's hilarious to me that the Pope, the biggest religious figure in the world, is going to come here and align with the left.
Oh, goodness, I wish we had more time on this one. I would be ready to explode. All right, up next is Armstrong Williams. But first, Carly Fiorina continues to surge in the polls while Donald Trump and Ben Carson remain near the top. We want to know who your 2016 GOP candidate is. Vote now at newsmaxpolls.com. That's newsmaxpolls.com.